Alright guys, I'm back. Can you hear me? Because I unplugged the mic and I'm not sure if the mic is working at the moment, but yeah. Switch the camera. It's time. It's time to work on this. This is the Sousai Shojo Teien model that I purchased around the time of my birthday. Ritsuka Saeki, and the box is so big right now that it doesn't really fit on screen, but this is it. And I've had this for a while. Just trying to build up my skills in terms of building. I've left a note for myself to remind myself not to make some mistakes. But yeah, let's try and get started on this model. It's so big. Oh my gosh. It's such a big model. I'm a little intimidated, I'm not gonna lie. So many parts, and I feel like I like the hentai girl. She's innocent. She's sweet and innocent, man. Come on, dude. But yeah, I really love the art on the cover. Like, it's just such a great illustration. I'm not sure who the artist is. I know it's like some really famous artist. Don't break her? I'll try. To be honest, I'm a little scared because you guys might not know this, but every model that I've built since coming back to building like this hobby, I've broken in some way. Some part of it I've broke from this guy. Ooh, this guy. I've already broken one part on him to this. I broke a part on this model right here. I broke a part on this. It's like behind the model, so it's not that big of a deal. And the other girl plum model that I got, I broke something on her. So yeah, I'm a klutz. What can I say, guys? I'm a klutz. Mary Trunks, you like the background music? Your son can fall asleep. It's actually on YouTube. You can find the channel. It's called Lo-Fi Girl, L-O-F-I Girl, Lo-Fi Girl, and they made the music freely available to use for streaming purposes. So that's why I'm playing it now, just to change things up from my other normal music that I play, like fighting game music and stuff like that. Your son can fall asleep? Oh, that's good. Yeah, so maybe you should yeah, check out that channel. And then, yeah, that'll be great for your son, so you can fall asleep. Some chill music. Okay, so there's some warnings here. Ritsuka Saeki, summer clothes, instruction manual error notice and apology. There's an error in the instruction manual of this model. Please refer to the diagram below for the correct ones. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna even get to that part. To be honest, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to do today. Esterella, how's it going, Esterella? What is up? How are you today? I actually joined in on one of your streams, but I just lurked. I didn't announce myself. But yeah, I don't know what to do when I'm in other people's streams. I don't know what to do. I'll just say hello. I don't know. The manual has English translation. It does, but you have to go to a website for that. Let me see here. The website. Thanks for the lurk. I will definitely make an appearance and actually say that I'm present next time. Oh, there's a train. There's the hype train. Let me close this. Hype train. Okay, yeah, there's a website for English instructions. Oh, right here, Kotobukiya instructions. Let's go there. Let us go there now. Bacon is just the apology note, but they do make a note saying here, English instructions are available at this website here, so let's do that. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure how much I'll be doing today, but we'll see. I may have saved this website. I may have saved the instructions. Kotobukiya. .co.jp slash instructions. I think I saw. Okay, I think I saw the instructions. I definitely have visited this site before. Astral, I'm going to be lurking and working while I watch your progress. This looks like it's going to be a fun build. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the visit, and lurk away. Enjoy your lurk. This does seem like an interesting build. I'm hoping that it'll turn out well. I was saying earlier that I've broken all the models that I've bought and built since coming back to this hobby. I've broken some fashion, so I'm kind of hoping that won't happen today. Ooh, did I hit the camera? There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. First step. First step, everyone. Assemble the long hair. This is it, guys. Where it has begun. It has begun. I don't think I need this instruction handy at the moment because I know what I'm doing. SRL. Oh no, it's just my signature mark. Yep. It's very on brand for me to break things. Let's just put this here on the corner. Just like that. And then let's get started. Let's get started. Mission start. What do we need first of all? A6, A3, and A1. It's the hair. Is this it? This is C. I'm not going to open the bags unless I really need to. So let's just leave everything in the bag. There we go. A. This is A. Yep, this is it. This is the one we need. Okay, we're opening up the bag, guys. You ready to get a whiff of some imported Japanese air? There we go. There we go. Just huff a bunch of that imported Japanese factory air. It smells like a plastic bag. It doesn't actually smell like anything, which is good. Sometimes you buy stuff and it smells like that weird cheap plastic smell. It's like kind of nauseous, kind of makes you nauseous. At least we didn't run into that. Okay. A6 and A3, A6 and A3. Here we are. Here's the first cut, guys. The first cut of a new generation, of a new model. Don't break it. Huh? Don't break it. The hair is so like it comes to a very fine point, a very sharp point. And so that's the part that I'd be worried about breaking the hair. But again, guys, this is something that I'll probably build a bit on stream, and then I'll also build a bit off stream, just because I feel like I'll be able to focus more if I build it off stream. So I run the risk of I won't run into the risk of breaking it, possibly. That being said, every single time that I've broken a model, it's been off stream. So that's something to think about. I've always broken my models off stream. When I'm working on them on stream, I don't break them. So maybe I've gotten the wrong thinking. Bacon, the hair color looks a little off. Oh, from the actual illustration here? Yeah, it does. It's a very light straw colored tone to it. So I kind of agree with you on that. I would have to, like, if I wanted to color it, it would have to be a much lighter, a much more saturated yellow, I think. Maritrux, how much are these? Yeah, this one was about 90 something. So yeah, it wasn't cheap. I got this around my birthday. It was kind of like a little gift to myself, just buying something a little more pricey than I normally buy. I haven't really bought anything this expensive as far as models go. But I was like, well, I kind of wanted this model. I had watched some reviews of it, so I've been thinking about getting it for a while. So I was like, let's splash. Let's splash out on something for once in your life. But they do have less, what's the word I'm looking for? They have more inexpensive models that aren't as bad. I mean, nevertheless, it's still a pricey hobby, whichever way you look at it. But this model is definitely on the more expensive side. That being said, I think the quality kind of speaks for itself, so long as I build this right. Yeah, like when I was looking at other Mecha Musume models, sort of like this sub-genre of models where they're, you know, like robot girls, pretty ladies with robot parts and guns. Um, there's other brands that are inexpensive, less pricey, but to be frank, like they didn't look as good to me. So that's one of those things where, like, you know, for the ladies, I'm willing to, you know, splash out a bit more cash for these ladies if it means that I can get something that looks a little nicer. I think that's okay. Mary Trucks, damn, god damn. Especially with this set, that again was something that I kind of had to really kind of take into consideration, was because like it doesn't come with as much accessories compared to other model kits. Like some of these other Mecha Musume model kits come with a lot of accessories like guns and armor and you know, like robot pets and, you know, all the stuff. And yeah, this doesn't really come with all of that stuff. Instead, they come with this one comes with a lot of different hair pieces, even like different variations of her skirt, to make it so that like she looks different when she's running, when she's standing still, when she's sitting down. Yeah, it comes with different things like that. $90 is a PS5 game. Yeah, it really is. Man, that alone still bothers me too, though, to be honest. Like the fact that video games are so expensive now. It really means that I'm just gonna be buying less games ultimately, and that the games I do buy, I kind of have to get a lot out of them in some respects. Like I bought Elden Ring, right? And yeah, that was like, yeah, like $80-$90 or something. So I'm really just gonna have to play it as much as I can and get the most out of it. Okay, let's try and clean up this. Oh yeah, Steam sales. Yeah, is there one coming up soon, or is it over now? Like, was there a spring one? I feel like there may have been one already. I'll do a very light cleanup job of the parts, but I'll go over it again and do a better job. Just kind of want to. The other reason why I'm doing this way is that I don't know where the stuff is. I don't know where all my grits of sandpaper are at the moment. Okay, that's good enough. Over here. Just notice right here. Okay, let's go in. I do have some other sandpaper. I just don't have like all my sandpaper on me at the moment. Maritrunks, no idea, but I wouldn't trust Sony for their digital games. Yeah, that's true. I know what you're saying, because remember you were saying that this digital store shut down or something? Or for PS3 and Vita, some of the games aren't playable anymore. That's awful. That really sucks. And I did read the link that you put up, and I read a bit more about that. It does seem that it's affecting some games, not every game, so that's good. But yeah, that still nevertheless is quite shitty. Just trying to do a little quick cleanup job on this. And I'm trying to really only buff out the parts. The part that has the nub. I'm not really trying to work around the rest of the material to overwork the surrounding areas. That's something that I felt like I was doing a bit too much on my last model. Let's go in with this 800. There we go. Again, we can kind of do a better job later. I'll do a better job later. In fact, it might be better to put it all together and then see, because some parts might be kind of buried and hidden. So A6, A3, and A1. Is this the right orientation? I think this is the right orientation. Woo! Yeah. And then this thing goes in the center. Mary Trunks, you won't see your 20-year-old games disappear from stream. Yeah. Bacon, this is why we are spending more time in this hobby instead of games. Well, there's no guarantee with Steam. Things can change very quickly. Yeah, I thought that Steam had this statement saying that they, if ever there comes a time where they have to shut down Steam, they will offer like a download, like the ability to download all games. I thought I read that somewhere. I don't know if their policy has changed on that since then. But yeah, that's, I mean, yeah, getting into this hobby is definitely another kind of route to enjoy yourself rather than games. It's a big world out there. You don't always have to be playing games. You know, was it the other day? There was a blackout. We had a blackout in my area, and we were down for about maybe 2 to 3 hours. And normally I don't mind blackouts, but for some reason it really bothered me this time. I felt like just super restless and just like, oh god, a blackout, what am I gonna do? It started to have existential thoughts about the world and the universe and my place in it. And I was like, wow, this is what happens when I don't have access to electronics, the internet, video games. I suddenly become like super conscious of the world and the universe. This sucks. I need some other kind of way of distracting myself. So I was like, what the hell am I gonna do? So I cracked open a book. Like I do read, like I have books and stuff. And I do have a backlog of books as well, which, you know, is something that I need to take care of. But I was like, holy shit, I need to like distract myself from my thoughts. So I cracked open a book and I got back into reading Dune. Like I bought that around the time that the first movie came out, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta read the books. I can't wait to know what happens. So I got the books, but I still need to finish that first book. Alright, so this part goes in here, but I'm not really getting a flush connection. And it does seem like there's a bit of overlap here. Oh, it kind of does overlap the one part here, I'm not getting a very close connection. Oh, maybe it slots in like, oh, you kind of push it in. I see. Oh, okay. Still a model making, still a bit of a noob. I will freely admit that. There we go. Look at that. We did it. We did it. The back of the hair. Estrella, blackouts suck. At least in the day, you can like go outside or something. Yeah, it was kind of towards the night. There was a bit of daylight. There's still a bit of light, and I was like, let me just do a crossword puzzle. So I like speed ran. I did a speed run on a crossword puzzle and basically finished it as the light was running out. Hey, what's up, Goro, by the way? And then the light was getting dimmer and dimmer, and I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? So I found my my flashlight thing. I've got this thing. It's actually still by me right now. Look at this. It looks like a canister of mutagen, but it's actually a light. See? Whoop. I took out the batteries, but this is a pretty neat looking light here. I pulled this thing out and I was like, let's read a book. It's time to enjoy analog activities. That's cool. Here, let's catch up on the chat. Estrella, they kind of look like little hands. Technology is taking over the world, but not in the way that they wanted. Yeah. Goro, I had a blackout. You know, I hear people call it blackout. Like, I normally say blackout, but I've heard people say brownout. Because, like, blackout can also mean, like your own person, like me. Like, I have, like, a blackout. Like, I black out and I faint kind of thing. I've heard the term brownout, but I normally just say blackout. Bacon, I remember me and Buck played HeroClix when we got that huge blackout. Yeah, the huge blackout. I remember that one in like 2000, I want to say 2005. I remember that. That was a big one. Goro, I'm not getting a flesh connection either, and now I'm getting a tad frustrated. Clearly inspired by TMNT fans. Well, they do have other colors that don't look as mutagen-like. Estrella, the hair looked like hands before you put them together. Oh, I see, like claws? Kind of like claws. That's one fun thing about model kits too, is like when you start messing around with it and putting them together, you're like, what is this thing that I'm making? And then suddenly you're finished and you're like, oh, it was a wheel, it was an arm. Like Lego. SRL, I call them power outages. Yeah, that I've definitely have heard that term. I've used it too, but yeah, normally I just call them blackouts. But I could see how that might be confusing. If I say I had a blackout, people might be concerned, like, huh, you blacked out? Okay, and then this little hair part goes right here. This sort of rests in the back of her head, kind of, sort of. There we go. There we go. Hey guys, it's step 1. We finished step 1. Yay. Step 1, mission complete. Okay, now we need E10 and A2. E10 and A2. Okay, we don't need this anymore. Put this here. E10 and A2. E10. So many bags of parts, guys. This is like, I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal for Bacon, who's built kits with many, many parts, but this is still, for me, a lot. E10 and A2. Okay. Just give me a second while I look for the parts. E10 and A2. Okay, well, yeah, this was A2, and now we're looking for E10. This is all the skin parts, by the way. There's like her thigh and her buttocks. Estarella, by the way, happy belated birthday. You said you got this for your birthday, so I'm assuming it passed. Yeah, it was in February. I bought this like a few months ago. It was a model that I had seen reviews for on YouTube, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know. That sounds creepy. Yeah, I'm going to have to state this right off the bat before we get further into this model. But there's something inherently creepy about making this model because it's it's like a girl, and she has like plastic parts for her model parts for her butt and her boobs and stuff. I'm sorry. It's just something that's gonna come with the territory with making this model. I don't know how to make it not sound creepy. Sorry. Okay, scissors. Yeah, it's a human. It's not like a mecha or an animal. So I saw some reviews for this, and I was just like, man, I didn't even know that they made models like this. I know that they made like robot girl models, you know, with like all this armor and stuff, and she's got like she has like big, huge swords and axes and guns. And I was like, those are pretty cool, but that's not what I'm like. I don't know, I wasn't really looking at those models, like I wasn't very interested in them. And then I saw that they made like models of normal humans, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. Like I'll say right now, I would definitely consider buying a model kit of a dude too, like just a normal person, like a human guy. So yeah, but thus far they haven't really made one, so unfortunately I'm kind of left high and dry in that department. Bacon, I want a real human. Yeah, I want a real tiny human waifu. Estarella is just so funny to hear out of context. Yep, it definitely is, and yep, there'll probably be more awkward comments like that. I'll try to, I'm going to attempt to be very, like, normal about this, about going about building this. We'll see how far I get. Estarella, I didn't know they made models like this too. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Estarella, make it as creepy as possible. Yeah, that can be done too. That's definitely within the realm of possibility. I'm not. I feel like I can definitely get creepy. Funny stuff. Okay, and now this is like her jaw. You can see that there's her ear and like her lower jaw. This is also a rather creepy, unusual part about building these models, is that phase where you're sort of building the face, and you know, you're basically just looking at like a cyborg with like their skin ripped off, and you just have like eyeballs poking out. Like, there's not this model kit in particular, but the one that I had built previously, I kind of got to that point and I was like, ugh, this is weird. Because like her eyeballs were underneath the faceplate, so you had to there was this phase where it was just like these big vacant eyeballs that were just staring at my soul, and then you put the faceplate over it. I was like, oh boy, can we get this stage over with? We're gonna try and do a few more steps here, but yeah, I'm not predicting that I'm going to be able to do all that much today. And as I said, I'm going to try and do a bit of this off stream as well. But yeah, I'll definitely do a bit on stream. I'll kind of want to do both. Okay, I think that's okay. Let's check the chat. Bacon, just embrace it. Yeah, just embrace it. The dark side, the creepy side. Goro, humans are so perverse. They make their women wear clothes. For people that don't know, that's a Star Trek reference. Some people might not understand, but yeah, that's Star Trek. The Ferengi. Goro here is a big Star Trek fan, as am I. I enjoy Star Trek. I haven't watched any of the latest Star Trek shows, though, to be honest. Not the most recent seasons of it. I'm behind. And I don't know when I'll ever get around to watching some of the new Trek, because it kind of bums me out in a way. Alright, I think we're ready for the next part. We've kind of cleaned up the parts just a bit. Okay, and let's see. How does this go? We always have to pay attention to the orientation of these parts. And I think this just goes... Oh, you know what? I should probably get my... There was some patch notes. We have to get the patch notes for this kit. It's like a video game, right? They put patch notes. I think we're at that step right now. Yeah, so they want us to... So what they're saying here is that the original instructions here say that you attach this portion onto these lower pegs, right? But the actual correct instructions have you plugging in to the higher portion of the model here. Not the lower pegs, but the upper pegs. So we'll have to keep that in mind. We'll have to see about not making that error. And these parts just go like this. So yeah, I'm not planning on painting this model. At least that's what I'm thinking presently right now. But we'll see. We shall see. So yeah, I think it's just gonna go like this. I feel like even without the patch notes, it would have kind of become pretty obvious how this fits, but I don't know. Mistakes can be made. So Bacon, can you tell me something about building these Kotobukiya kits? I've heard many people say that there's a matter of kind of filing down parts to ensure that they fit better. Can you elaborate on that? Because I definitely want to ensure that I'm not gonna make a mistake. That's mostly relating to the ball joints? Am I correct in saying that? Kentwan, what is up, Kentwan? Bacon, especially when you have to rip out their torso or chest to change out the costumes or parts. Kentwan, how was Elden Ring yesterday? Elden Ring was good. I ended up getting a couple of wins. It wasn't all doom and gloom. The only thing we need to file down are the ball joints. So how much do I shave off though? How much would I need to shave off of them balls? There's another creepy point. Ding! Creepy. Shave them balls. Alright, I think the patch notes can be dealt with. We've addressed that, so that's done. Now we need A5 and A4. Here we are. A5 and A4. This is 4, so let's put 4 here so we know that that's 4. And then we'll put 5 beside it. That's something that I've kind of made the mistake of sometimes, is I've cut out the pieces and then I'm like, wait, what was A5 and what was A4? Okay, there we go. Okay, so this frame is done. We've successfully dealt with this. So that's nice. Bacon, you have to go by feel. Try pulling the balls in. Oh no. You got me, man. You got me good with that. Here's some eyeballs. Have some eyeballs for you for that. Try putting the balls in and see how tight the fit is. I can't even read that straight. Kentuan, I'm questioning myself if I want the PS5 for 700 without the stand and box it comes with. I mean, who needs the stand and box, dude? If you can get it for that much, and if you're in the opinion that you think that's a deal, go for it. Bacon is sorry. Got some balls, some eyeballs in the chat. I think I might have to make some sweaty eyeball emotes now. Sweaty eyeballs. Ipo de sweaty eyeballs. Ipo de... Tight balls. Actually, by the way, Esterella was here earlier. I think she might be lurking now, but I was talking to her about making my thinking and kind of waffling on my emotes, and she gave me some helpful advice, just generally about what you can do, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna work on them really soon, and I did, and they're the ones right there, the eyeballs. That's the first one of them. Oh, there's Estrella just poking out. She's an artist herself, by the way, guys. If you want to check out her art, really great artist. She streams like drawing. Really cool. Oh crap! I forgot which was A5 and A4 already. This seems right to me. Oh no. Which one is which? They almost seem like they could fit either way. No, that doesn't seem right. I think this is the way it goes. So when it comes to the joint, the ball joints, I definitely will probably do that online just so I can get some advice from Bacon regarding the tightness of the balls, the ball tightness. How shaved should the ball... I'm sorry, it's just... You guys... I'm just going off. That is just ball talk. Just ball talk, guys. Esterella, there you go. Making good use of that... of the eyeballs. Bacon, jokes aside, that's how I get a feel of how much to file down. It's just by feel. You guys. Well, I'm glad that it's being used. I was thinking, should this relate to some kind of emotion? Like, as an emote? Shouldn't an emote be an emotion? And then I was like, but I just really want to draw a beholder, so that's what I did. I just want to draw that guy. Beholder-chan. Beholder senpai. It's my senpai. Oh, is this... Man, I can't tell which is right. Which is the right side. Because the instructions... oh, okay, I think this is the right one. Yeah. I got it. Just gotta feel it out. And press it in. And there we are. Look at that. Nice. Look at that hair. Lovely. Lovely hair. The credits are rolling on GT7. What is your opinion of GT7, Mojo? You've completed it. Look at that. That is really nice hair, though. Like, it's really detailed. What style of hair is this? Oh, by the way, like, it looks kind of desaturated also. It looks a little brighter in person, but yeah, it's definitely, when you compare it to the illustration, it seems a lot more, like, paler, kind of like a pale straw, whereas her hair is like a very bright yellow. Which hairstyle is this? So yeah, there's a couple of hairstyles. This one is just like with her hair down, but there's one with her hair up, like in this illustration, and then she has like 2 or 3 different kinds of like ponytails and braids. Yeah, like can I tell you guys something? So ever since I bought this model, I've been thinking about accessories to use and have around this model. Things like chairs, desks, armoires, cupboards, a kitchen set, etc. And the company that makes this model, Kotobukiya, they make official accessories, things like desks and tables like at a restaurant and stuff. And I was like, that's cool, but can I make my own? So I started to go on YouTube and I looked up like doll making, how to make accessories for dolls, and that was like a whole other world about like model making and stuff, right? You know, it's a whole other realm. But I got some interesting videos and tips about how to make like chairs and couches and wooden furniture, and I do want to try that, by the way. I want to attempt that. I'd have to buy the wood. You need to have like model making wood, which is a more softer workable wood called balsa wood, but it doesn't seem all that hard, so I do want to try that. But the other thing I started doing was, like, if I went to a toy store, if I went to like any kind of store, if I happened to be in the toy section, I'd start to like look at the doll section. I'd be going to the doll section and looking at like you know, Barbie's chair or Barbie's car and thinking like, would that work with my model? Would that work with the proper scale? If I'd go to like an antique store and they'd have like little dolls and stuff. Basically, I've been looking at dolls, stuff for dolls and toys. And yeah, that's basically what 2 years of pandemic has done to me. I've turned into a doll searcher, a doll collector. I don't know. Kentuan, Mojo, what's next for you in the gaming world? Esterella, a whole dollhouse? I don't think I can make a whole dollhouse. That might be beyond me. If I could make like a desk or a chair, I'd be pretty happy with that. A dollhouse would be like later down the line. Like, you'll know I basically have fallen and have gone down the dark path. If I'm suddenly become like a 24/7 doll streamer, I rebrand the channel Ippo Dempsey Doll. Yeah, the day I rename the channel Ippo Dempsey Doll, you can tell me that I've fallen. I've become the fallen one. Estrella, dude, it seems like so much fun to make things like that. Yeah, like, I mean, check out some videos on YouTube. There's this one person that made IKEA furniture. Like, they would just look at the instructions and the models, like the actual IKEA furniture, and replicate them at doll scale, like 1 in 10 or 1 in 12 doll scale. I was like, that is so cool. That's awesome. I think that's pretty neat, and I want to try that, although I want to start with like something easy. I want to start with something easy, and I think like a table might be easy, maybe? I don't know. Canton, perhaps the Returnal DLC? Is that free? It might be free. I'm not sure, but yeah, I know that Mojo liked Returnal. I would definitely be interested in checking that out. If Mojo was gonna stream it, but I don't think he would. Bacon, the lengths we go for our hobbies. Yep. I always try and find like a way to get into the hobby, but also do it like the least expensive way. That's why, like, you know, Kotobukiya make like model kits for tables and chairs, but I'm like, can I make it myself? I'm not opposed to buying them because they look really nice, but at the same time, I feel like I'll get a lot more enjoyment out of it if I make it myself. And in fact, I kind of want to make at least a chair or something, or a table, or get one, so that when this model is finished, I can immediately just take some cool photos with her and play with my dollies. I'll have some accessories for my dollies. That's basically what I want to say. Yeah, Goro, the miniatures in general are fascinating. Yeah, I mean, I basically like small miniatures, anything like small toys. I don't know what it is about them, but like, yeah, I don't know if you saw this one, Goro, but I've got like I recently picked up a set of samurai heroes. This is one of them. And yeah, I was like, awesome. I don't even have like the related game for it. I just think it's really cool. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I really enjoyed miniatures. I don't know. Do you remember the miniature village? Like every kid in Ontario had a trip to the miniature village at one point. Esterella doesn't sound like a dark side to me. Yeah. Well, I have someone that is an enabler, approves of my eventual lifestyle, my lifestyle change. Mojo, let's read this little essay from Mojo. Overall, it's a very good racing sim. Graphics are on PS5 are great. It looks so real. I like the online community aspects of the game. You can create and share liveries. Is that the pronunciation? Liveries for cars. Tons of cool designs. Driving with DualSense motion controls with haptics and adaptive triggers are awesome. So do you mean you actually drive like this, like you're holding the controller and you go like, do you do that? Is that something that you do? Bacon, it's a comfy rabbit hole. Yep. It is comfy. Comfy is the right word. Goro, in Yodobashi, they have a lot of that stuff, including arcade machines specifically made for Figma figures. Ooh. When are we going to Japan? I would love to go to Japan. I need to save some money, though. Esrella, maybe you can make tables and chairs with clay? Maybe. I don't know if you saw earlier in the stream, but I was actually playing with clay earlier. I was making some bricks. I can show you guys real quick. Some of you may not have been around, but I was making these bricks out of clay. Take a look. For a diorama that I'm working on. These are all going to be individual bricks that I'll place and create a wall, but also like I'll scatter them about like ruins. And we had Mary Trunks here earlier, and he corrected me on the scale of my bricks. I was making these bricks and they were far too large. He was like, whoa, these bricks are too big, dude. You need to make them smaller. So I was like, are they really? I checked on the internet, looked at some reference, and he gave me some tips. And he was like, they need to be about the size of a human foot. And they were far bigger. They were like 3 times the size. So I fixed that. Again, shout outs to Mojo. Sorry, Mary Trunks for the tips. Kentuan, I think Mojo wants to play games on his own time. Yep. I mean, I would definitely watch Mojo stream. I'm just putting it out there. I enjoy Mojo streams. Goro, those are sick. Returnal update is great. Try co-op with a friend and it's a lot of fun. And it's free. Oh, yeah, sweet. Steering with the gyro. That is interesting. I wouldn't think that would be good to do, but you're saying it's pretty good. Estrella, I missed the beginning of the stream. That's awesome. Oh, thank you. You're making a pyramid of bricks. Yep. I'm gonna make my own pyramid. I would need a whole lot more bricks. Okay, guys. We are at the next step. Let's do at least a couple more steps. I'm going super slow, guys. My apologies. It's kind of the way things go when you build models like this. We need D2, D3, and D1. D2, D3, and D1. D2. That's B. Where's the D at? Where's the D? There's the D. So what have you been up to lately, Esterella? What have you been drawing? And when's the next time you're gonna stream? I'll definitely pop in and say hi. Kentuan, going back to Hollow Knight. You haven't beaten that game yet? I thought that you beat that game actually, because when I initially played it, you made it sound like you were this expert that that finished the game. So I'm actually kind of surprised that you haven't beaten it. Estrella, no. I meant that they were so big you were going to make an Egyptian pyramid with them. Lol, I don't know if pyramids were made with bigger bricks though. Yeah, were they? I think they were actually. I don't know, you got any Egyptologists here? Ooh. Oh, the front hairpiece. There's multiples of the same front hairpiece. Interesting. So we need D2. Yeah, a lot of the details on this model, they're so fine. And I'm just super worried about about breaking some of these details, because they're very thin. Some of the parts, some of the pieces of plastic come to a very thin point. D1 and D3. D Juan. Here's D Juan. D1 and D3. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's so thin. This part is so thin. Holy shnikes. Let me get this one. We're gonna make a bigger cut, farther away from the piece, with my mortal hand. Not my god hand. Holy smokes, this is so thin, dude. What are they thinking? Okay. Okay, let's snip again. Oh, that was scary stuff, guys. Thrilling. And now there's D3. Okay. Okay, this isn't so bad. This is why I have this calming, chill music, because it helps me relax while I'm building this model. If I had my normal, like, Street Fighter, intense music, fantasy music, I would probably just get all that much more pent up. Let's catch up on the chat. Sorry guys if I am not checking chat as often as I should. I'm trying to focus on building this as well. Estrella, I'm working on a comic with an OC, but it's taking a long time since comics don't come naturally. I'm streaming tomorrow morning, but I don't know if I'll be working on the comic or doing something else. Okay. Is that morning Eastern time, Western time, North America, Eastern time or Western time? Just to clarify, so I know. Kentwan, no, I played 4 hours only. Only 4 hours? But you've done your research with Hollow Knight, so that's why you know a lot. Okay. Interesting. Interesting that you would play a game for 4 hours, but do so much extensive research that you know a whole lot more about it beyond the point that you've played. That's interesting. I have to say I don't normally play games like that. Estrella, multiple bangs because they already know you're going to break them. Actually, you might be onto something there, which would be nice. They do include multiple faces and eye decals and stuff. Have I beaten the game? No, I dropped it because I found it to be kind of boring, to be honest. Sorry, but I found it, it didn't jive with me. I know that you like it. I know it's a really popular game in general. Like, people love Hollow Knight, and they can't wait till Silk Song comes out or Hollow Knight 2 or whatever. But for me, I was like, I gave it a good solid try. I played it for way more than 4 hours. I played it for probably, I don't know, 10 to 12, 15 hours. I played it a decent amount, and I just came to the conclusion that it wasn't for me. Oh, you're in Ontario too, Estrella? Cool. Insane mode. Death metal while I'm building this model? I don't know. I don't know if music would impact me that much, but I bet I would suddenly start like hacking the model up and being more aggressive. I don't know. This type of thing requires a very delicate touch. Not even this model in particular, but like just model making in general. And I'm pretty clumsy already to start with. So anything that helps me kind of focus more is better. That's why I normally don't drink energy drinks, but sometimes I do when I stream video games. But I don't drink energy drinks while I'm building models or painting, because again, I feel like I'll be like way too energetic, actually. I've had people tell me that my voice like puts him to sleep. I'm looking to put myself to sleep in some respects while I'm building this model. I need to be like super chill. Super chill. Okay. Just gonna slightly sand some of these parts down. Kentuan, that I gave up on the game. Yeah, I gave up on Hollow Knight. That's why I haven't seen. I played it. I played it for a bit on stream, and then I felt like maybe I would enjoy myself more if I played it off stream. So then I played even more off stream, several more hours, and eventually I came to the conclusion that I'd have a better time playing other games. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything against the game. I don't think it's bad by any means, but it's definitely not for me. Astral, I like how comfy your streams are. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, when I was watching your stream too, I felt like it was definitely the comfy vibes as well. Comfy gang. Bacon, any discoloration when I sand? Let me get back to you on that. I feel like there is a bit of discoloration, but I wonder if I could get back to the original sheen of the plastic so long as I work up to the higher grades, because in my experience, any discoloration that you're getting from sanding comes from the abrasion of the abrasive surface. Now you're creating the surface, you're creating a texture on the surface which kind of clouds the plastic. But if you get to a point where the surface is very smooth, then you'll kind of return to the original color of the plastic. That's my feeling. But I wonder if in your experience you've seen something else. Let me know. Let's get my... This is my 5000. This is the highest grit that I have. And I'm just going to try and quickly buff this out. Very small, very small. I'm taking my time here. This is a model that I expect I'm going to take a good while to build, maybe like, you know, several days or longer. And again, I'll be working on this on stream as well as off stream. Okay, let's check out these other parts. Are you playing Hollow Knight right now, Kentuan? Is this why you're constantly updating us on your gameplay? Have you considered streaming it? Because it seems like you're very interested in telling everyone here in chat about what you're doing in Hollow Knight. But I wonder if that might be better for you to just stream it then? Kentuan, have I beaten any of bosses in Hollow Knight? I've beaten several bosses in Hollow Knight, in fact. I can't count how many there were, but yeah, I beat a good amount of them. I know that there's a lot of bosses in them. Okay, it's just, again, I'm just trying to smooth out these pieces. They're very small. And I'm just trying to to make sure that the nubs aren't too noticeable. It's kind of time consuming to do, but it's worth it if the end result is going to look really nice. We'll try and do a few more steps, guys, and then we'll wrap things up. Oof, boy, that is so delicate. Those parts are so small. Sorry if I missed some stuff in the chat too as well, guys. I feel like it's likely that I missed some comments. Definitely want to make a bit more progress in this model. Okay. Try and slap these eyeballs on. Not eyeballs, slap these parts on. I think it goes this way. No, I don't think that's right. I think it goes this way. And I'm not trying to force it. I think that's right. So one tip that I've seen is that you can actually cut some of these pegs at a 45-degree angle, and it'll make the parts easier to slide in. I've done that already with when I was building my Fumina, my winning Fumina model, so I think that might be something I'll do here as well, because I'm just noticing that there's a lot more resistance than I'm used to when building a model. There you go. If it clicks in, then you know you're kind of on the right path to justice. Yeah, I wonder if I can pull this out and redo it. Let's catch up with the chat. Estrella, I gotta go help someone with something, so I have to go now. Thanks for the stream. Catch you next time. Yeah, and I'll catch you next time as well. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. There will be plenty more of small parts. Oh boy. I appreciate Bacon mentioning. Oh, is the stream just choppy? Ooh. I am not noticing it on my end. It's really choppy. Okay, guys. Oh yeah, I'm noticing some drop frames and stuff. Maybe what I'll do, constant buffering? I might have to restart this stream if that's the case. But how about we just end it here then, guys? Because I'm kind of close to wrapping things up anyways. I think it might be fixed if I restart the stream. But I'm already at the 3-hour 15 mark, so how about we just kind of end things here. Sorry about the choppiness. I don't really know what that issue is. I do notice here that it says drop frames 5.7%. Nitrap is saying the stream is fine. What's up, Nitrap? Are you guys here now? I'm not actually sure. It's fine now? Okay. GG. Well, okay, if some of these guys are saying it's fine, let's carry on for just a little more. Let's carry on for just a little bit more. And then we'll wrap things up soonish. Comprende? I'm just wondering if I can kind of loosen this up and reattach it. Yes. Give me a sec. You guys are still out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what's happening in my surroundings. Let's just okay. Tell you what, let's leave this as is, this part, and we'll I was gonna kind of change something about it, but it's fine. And let's get a face part. Let's finish off with the face. You know what I'm saying? We can get one face attached. What do we like, guys? What face do we like? There's sort of like her standard smiley face, and then there's like a grumpy face. And there's a wink, a little cute little wink. And then there's like a big smiley face. What do you think? What are you guys thinking? Do you have any opinions on this matter? You want the wink? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Wink. I'm pretty sure they make multiple heads. Like, you can kind of like, you don't even have to swap out the face plates by taking off the hair and then attaching a different faceplate. You don't really have to do that because they make multiple heads and multiple hair pieces. So you can just kind of work with that. You want the O face? The O face. All right, this is the last step for the day, guys. We are nearly done today. We didn't do too much, but at the very least, we have attached the face. Ritsuka Saeki now has the face. She looks got a bit of a receding hairline here at the moment. We'll get that taken care of very shortly, Ritsuka-chan. So we attach the faceplate, the hair piece, and I think this just slides in like so. Let's kind of trim this. I think that there's a bit of extra material on this thing. It's causing a disruption. Yeah, this is the kind of thing where, like, I feel like I really need to focus while I'm building this, and doing this on stream is kind of like counterintuitive to that. I feel like I definitely would make a mistake, but we'll see. Just attach this headpiece on. Ta-da! Look at that, guys. Look at that. Looking pretty cool for a floating head, if I say so myself. Ooh, ooh, creepy floating head. But there we are. It has begun. The waifu is nearing completion. Well, no, that's not true at all. We have a long way to go. Can I put her onto this mecha? Can she have a mecha head? She can hat me all day, every day. Know what I'm saying? But the art for the printing on the face is so good. Like the eyes are illustrated so nicely, and she has rosy cheeks. They put the rosy cheeks and like the interior of the mouth, yeah, and the teeth even. Like, they did such a great job on the face, and really, that's like kind of like the deciding factor for me. So many of these kits that come out, they look really nice. They look really nice, but when it comes to the face, I always find that the face never really matches the illustration. Like the face never really looks as good as the illustrations, but this line in particular, the Sousai Shojo Teien lines, and Koto faces in general, Kotobukiya, whether it be this line or Frame Arm Girls or Megami Device, which I've been looking at a lot of Megami Device models as well. Yeah, they really do a great job. So good, so good. Top tier, as Bacon says. But yep, I think that's going to do it for me, guys. If you made it this far, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks to the regulars that come in. You guys know who you are. Bacon, Kentuan, Night Trap. I'll even thank Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. Goro, he's come through. Mary Trunks. Mojo, and Estorella. I also really appreciate Estorella coming by. There was also even a new person who followed, so thank you to Trismaze. So yeah, thanks all for watching, and I'll catch you next time. GG.